Hi and welcome to part 3 of a series that I'm doing called Getting the Most Out of Your Traxxas JATO. If you were tuned into the first two shows that I did, you would have seen how we added an extra fuel tank, so effectively doubling the fuel capacity of the JATO. In episode 2 you would have seen how we added a remote starting system to the JATO, and finally today we're going to show you how you can add a remote stop system to the JATO using a third channel and an extra servo to stop the JATO. So firstly, let's have a look under the body cover and see what we've done so we can operate this remote stop system. So I'll just take the cover off. Okay, at first glance I'll just grab the camera and we'll move it across here. Okay, so there's the Easy Start system for the remote start. There's the fuel tank that we added the other day. There's the battery for the Easy Start. There's the trigger for the Easy Start system, the micro switch. But we've added an extra servo to the vehicle to actually stop the car. And where we locate that, funnily enough, is basically about the only available space left on the car, and it's right at the back here. So if we get to the side, you'll see that I've slid an extra servo just down the side of the vehicle, which just slightly pinches out the vehicle a little bit, but it fits in there nicely. What I'll do is I'll just remove the air filter so you can get a clearer view of what's going on. Okay, what I've done is I've got the servo horn on here, and what I've done is I've taken the fuel tubing and I've run it through the normal pinch tie, and which runs through to the carburetor. What I've done is I've fixed the little pinch tie to the top of the servo. So if you look at the what I've got here, you've got the servo, you've got the traditional servo mount here, and I've added a little L bracket, and I've fixed that on via some screws, and then at the top of the L bracket I've cut out a small section so I can bend over two strips of that aluminium piece, which fold down and hold this little tie in place. And then of course I've threaded the tubing back through and around this tie, which goes into the carburetor. So effectively what happens is, if I grab the third channel of the vehicle, if I turn it on, turn the car on, you'll note that when I push the switch on the third channel, the servo moves, it pinches the fuel pipe, and it actually stops it. If I release it, it opens it up again. So flick the switch, cuts the fuel line, stops the vehicle. Open it up, it allows fuel to go through again so we can restart it. And of course, because we've added the remote start system, you can stop and you can start the vehicle using the remote, which is awesome. Okay, so that's how it works. So why don't we have a closer look of how it all fits in. Okay, so the servo at the moment, I've just got it sitting in there, so I'll just pull it out. Okay, so I've got a little bit of a double-sided tape on the side there at the moment, just so when I stick it down the side there, it's sticking in place and it's not trying to move around, because you can see there's some cogs there, and we don't want the servo to slide away at the back where it's pinched in up against this little box here and potentially go up against the cogs. So that's how it's held in place. You've got your servo horn there, which when the servo is moved, it comes along and it pinches that and closes it. And of course you've got this little bracket here, which I just made up very simply. It's an L shape, and then at the top it's you've got a couple of little bits that fold over on the inside of the little pinch clip there, and that holds that in place. So when our servo moves across, this little pinch clip isn't moving as well, it's held in place by the aluminium bracket, and it holds in place. So that's it. That's how you use your remote stop system. Very simple, very straightforward. Obviously the Traxxas JATOs don't come with the third channel or the switch on the transmitter, but it's not too difficult to get hold of a third channel transmitter if you do want to try this. You could do the same thing with a T-Max if you've already got one that has the third channel. But yeah, it's just a great little extra feature which you do have the capacity and the room to add to the vehicle, and this is the sort of thing which is basically taken advantage of every single piece of room that's available on the JATO. You've added an extra servo, a fuel tank, the battery, the starter system. Every available piece of room has been utilised to give you the most benefits of all these different features. So it's a very cool car. So that's it. I hope you have a lot of fun with these different systems that we've put in place. Next time I'm going to tune in and we're going to have a bit of a run around with the vehicle. So you're going to see it using the remote start, the remote stop. You're going to see the fuel tank emptying out and filling into the secondary tank. Yeah, we're going to have a bit of fun doing that. So have fun trying to construct these things yourself. Until next time, have a great day. Bye guys.